Good afternoon, my inpatients. It is I, Andrew the Android Kowalski, and I am live and ready to perform for all of you. How art thou? How art thou? So, I hope my inpatients, I know it's midday on a weekday, so I don't think anybody's going to be coming in quite yet, but if you do, I hope you'll come in and join and engage with me. I hope you will come in and engage with me. La 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 la. All right. So we got one inpatient in the house. Let's see if this person says hello and identifies themselves, or if they're going to ghost me. We got uno inpatient in the house. Hey, vegan dolls, what's going on? Long time no see. How art thou? How art thou, vegan dolls? You typically don't join midday on a weekday. Are you off from work today? Are you feeling sick? What's going on? Like, what's going on now, vegan dolls? This is typically not the time you join. So I said in a previous video how like I go to the gym and I feel like everybody's looking at me and is focused on me. I go everywhere. I feel like everybody's just obsessed with me. And somebody says, this is narcissism, Andrew. I'm not a psychiatrist, so I don't know if that's true or not. But I can't help but feel everybody is focused on me, is looking at me, and, you know, like feeling like, you know, like getting tons of ideas of reference from, you know, entertainment too. Somebody says, I think it's paranoia, not necessarily narcissism. Yeah, it's definitely self-consciousness and insecurity. It's definitely self-consciousness because I feel like everybody's looking at me critically or knows some hidden reality about me, or I feel like they're referencing me. I don't know if it's necessarily narcissism. I'm not really sure. I'm not a psychiatrist. If it is, it is. But I don't think that was correctly diagnosed. It's definitely paranoia. It's definitely self-consciousness. It's definitely, you know, thinking ideas of reference, thinking like, you know, John Cena's heel turns a reference to me, thinking Lady Gaga's Bad Romance music videos a reference to me, thinking all this entertainment stuff is references to me. You know, Vegan Doll says she gets this feeling sometimes too, and she wouldn't have the nerve to go to the gym. Yeah, I go to the gym and I feel extremely self-conscious, and I feel like everybody all around me is looking at me and is obsessed with me and is focused on me. And what, you know, I guess when I get these kind of thoughts and feelings, try to focus on them. Try to look at them. I'm not saying criticize them because, you know, obviously I'm not a critical kind of person. I'm not a bully kind of person. But try to see them and their imperfections, and try not to be so focused on me and my imperfections. You know, it's just saying like, oh, this guy has, you know, wacky hair and so on. You know. You know. Yes, you know, Vegan Doll says it's like you're on a permanent bad marijuana trip. I guess so, Vegan Dolls. I don't know if that reference is kind of lost on me, but I guess it makes sense. Vegan Doll says anytime she eats the THC edibles, she thinks everyone is watching her and planning to kill her. I don't necessarily think they're planning to kill me, but I think they think of some hidden reality where it's kind of like, I don't know, they all know some secret about me, and I want to scream, tell me the truth, tell me what the secret is, tell me what you know, like it's just random strangers at the gym, it's like paranoid delusions, I guess. Tell me the truth. Tell me what you know. Tell me the secret. So I got a friend coming over tomorrow. So I'm cleaning up. I'm doing the bed sheets. I'm cleaning the bathroom. I'm cleaning the apartment. And I'm trying to make the place somewhat. It's usually a pigsty in here. It's usually pretty gross. But when a friend comes over, I try to make it as clean as possible for her. So she's like, oh, so this guy's not a slob. Oh no. If you weren't coming over, I wouldn't clean at all. It would be a fucking pigsty in here. But, if a friend comes over, I try to make it semi-presentable. About the people all being focused on me, Vegan Doll says it's delusions. No major motion picture company knows of you. Hollywood isn't obsessed with you. It's delusions. It feels real to you, but unfortunately, it's delusions, Andrew. Nobody gives a shit about you. And that's a good thing. If everybody was focused on you like you were Taylor Swift, like frankly, or like if you were Kurt Cobain, like frankly, it'd be a fucking nightmare. Do you want everybody fucking focused on you? No. You want to fly under the radar and be an anonymity. You know what I mean? You don't want everybody to be fucking focused on you like you're the fucking Beatles, That'd be a fucking nightmare. Stop cursing. That sounds classless. It would be a nightmare, though. You don't want everybody just like focused on you, do you? No. I mean, it's like you're an animal in the zoo that everybody's just it's like you're a spectacle, It's like nobody wants that. I feel like people are doing that to me, and I'm not even famous. I feel like people are just looking at me. Like I feel like I'm a spectacle, and everybody's just focused on me and is obsessed with me and is critical of me, and I'm just like, just leave me alone. Stop gang stalking and being obsessed with me. But thankfully, when it comes to me, it's delusions, though. Rusty says spectacle, testicles, wallet, and watch. What does that mean, Rusty? What does that mean? I have no idea what that means, Rusty. So I think, when people say, "Is it good to be famous?" I guess so, but I think it would be good to be rich, and maybe broken Matt Hardy level fame. Where it's like, oh, you go to the Roosevelt Field Mall, a few random nobodies scream delete, delete, delete at you, but you could fucking go into Dick's Sporting Goods and buy like a t-shirt, and nobody's gonna really care. That's like the level of fame I'd like, But when it comes to like the Beatles level fame, that would be pretty annoying. Yeah, like you go into Dick's Sporting Goods. Oh, there's some 20-year-old who screams delete, 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 delete at you, and you'd be like, oh, hey, how you doing? You want a picture with me? I guess, I don't know, if you want. No, not really. Matt Hardy, nobody really wants a picture with you. Ah, yes, Senor Benjamin. Nobody really cares he exists. I mean, we do, but not really. I mean, and that's nothing personal. So TB says, Drew and the Impatience. Hey, TB, how you doing? Yeah, Rusty says, I'd run up to Fat Hardy and jiggle his belly. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure people do that. I'm sure he gets harassed, sort of, but like at the end of the day, who really cares about Matt Hardy? I mean, no offense to him. I mean, I don't mean that personally. I mean, he's fine. I mean, he had a good run as Broken Matt Hardy in Impact Wrestling, TNA. You know, the Hardy Boys are a legendary tag team. But yeah, no, if I saw Broken Matt Hardy, actually, I have a picture with Broken Matt Hardy. Let's share that picture. I referenced him for the first time in years, so might as well just bust out that picture. See if I could find it. Oh no, that's not even 2019. Jesus Christ, that's 20. I got a picture with Matt Hardy in 2017. Wow, time flies. All right, here we go. 2017. That's almost 10 years ago. Wow. Wow, it's bad. Time is flying for me. Oh, here we go. That's me with Matt and Jeff Hardy. Actually, interestingly enough, this is probably the highest quality photograph of me ever taken, too. I think. I don't think there's ever been a higher quality photograph of me taken. So that's something. TV says she's really unwell, so they moved her to the psych ward in the general hospital. I'm sorry, TB. I'm sorry to hear you're not doing well. I hope you feel better, TB. You're a good egg. You're a sweetheart. I'm rooting for you. Hopefully you get out of the psychiatric. How are you texting if you're in the psych ward? They take away your phone. They take away your shoelaces. How are you texting if you're in the psychiatric hospital? How are you on the internet? They take away your phone. They take away everything. You're like isolated in like a jail like setting. The only thing you get is a payphone. TV says she hid her phone so they couldn't find it. No, they strip you basically naked, no offense. And they go through your pockets. I have no idea how you got your phone in there. Somebody says women are built like compartments, Andrew. I mean, congratulations, you snuck your phone into the psych ward. But, frankly, I have no idea how you got it in there. Don't let them catch you with it. I mean, it's going to be good entertainment, but I have no idea how you got that in there. I know when I went in the hospital, some people were claiming they snuck drugs in there. I mean, they're like, oh, and I'm like, I'm going to pretend like I didn't know. And but yeah, some people were smoking, like, were sneaking marijuana in there, apparently. I'm like, okay. I have no idea how you got that in there, but some people were. So some people are able to sneak drugs and phones into the psychiatric hospital. I mean, when I was in there, I tried to follow the rules. I tried to do everything right so I could get out of there as quickly as possible. Because if they catch you with the phone in there, they're going to keep you in there longer. But I have no idea how you like from my experience going into the hospital. I have no idea how you got your phone in there, but maybe there was just some sort of. So hopefully, while you're in the hospital, you look out the window, you see life outside the window. You see everybody having the time of their lives, but no, it's going to get better. You're going to get discharged. Howdy. You're going to have your freedom again soon, and it's going to be okay. It's going to get better. TV says love is out there, but she's got to escape the hospital and get it. You will. You will. Just be patient. Do the right things. Maybe do the right things. Take your medication. Don't cause fights. You'll get out of the hospital and you'll be back to normal again soon. Sarah says, "Love is out there." Bum 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 bum. Love is out there. Love is out there. If it came in the mail in a cardboard box, be waiting at the door when the mailman knocks. If it grew on trees like apricots, it'd be a big orchard in my back lot. The truth is cold, but it's gotta be told, so it's time somebody said it. Love is out there, but you gotta go get it. If you want it like a prize on a TV show, well, off to Hollywood is where I'd go. We got it. Somebody says, "You seem chipper today." Yeah, thank you. I'm a little chipper today, I guess. Hey, Sarah, yeah, you're new to these parts. What's your age, gender, location, and name? Do I know you yet, Sarah? We got a woman in the house. That's awesome. Unless, of course, you're a transgender woman, in which case that's not as awesome. La 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 la. What's your age, gender, location, and name, Sarah? And there's nothing wrong with transgendered people. It's just that I like dating women and I'm single and I'm looking. I'm not looking to date a transgendered woman, quite frankly. I only date the cis women. Sarah says that's valid. That's valid. Thank you, Sarah. I mean, I have nothing against them. If you wanna, be a transgender woman, go for it. But I'm not going to be dating you. I need a sister, a cis woman. Sisters. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Delete, 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 delete. Somebody says, "Do you think the twins and sister were attractive when they were young, Andrew?" I don't know who you're talking about. Somebody says, "How do you want your sister configured?" I like women that are petite. La, 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 la. I like women that are short and petite. I watched Kenan and Kel. Somebody said, "Andrew, I watched Kenan and Kel." Ah, drop the screw in the tuna. Who loves orange soda? Kel loves orange soda. Is it true? I do, I do, I do. Ooh, and Good Burger. I know Kenan and Kel, guys. I know Kenan and Kel. Good! Who loves orange soda? Kel loves orange soda. Wow, that's taking a fucking space in my brain. My like two brain cells that remain, that's in there. Kel loves orange soda. Is it true? I do, I do, I do. Ooh. Sarah says she remembers that. Oh yeah, Sarah. Kenan and Kel. That's the 90s. That's the 90s. So, Sarah, what's your age, gender, location, and name? What's your age, gender, location, and name, Sarah? So he says, "What was my favorite show growing up?" I liked the wrestling. I liked the WWE when I was growing up in WCW. That was usually one of my favorite shows, the wrestling in my childhood. Oh, she's 37 in Long Island. Do we know each other, Sarah? Have you ever met me, Sarah? I like The Simpsons. I like a lot of the Nickelodeon shows. In my younger and more vulnerable years, I like the Nickelodeon shows, like Doug and Rugrats. Sarah, you've met me before. She says maybe. She says maybe I've met you before. Wait, if you have met me before, Sarah, where have you met me? 37 Long Island, and she says she's maybe met me before. I'm trying to think of a Sarah. I don't really know any Sarahs. But then again, maybe I do. Church. She says, you met me at church? You met me at a church, Sarah? Back in the 90s. She met me at a church back in the 90s. Yeah, I don't recall you, Sarah, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. No, I don't know. I don't really know any Sarahs. But apparently she met me at a church back in the 90s. She says, yeah, because I wasn't Sarah then. She's trans. Oh, okay. Somebody's like, boo. Boo, I know who you are then. I know who it is then. No, I mean, I think, I don't want to throw you under the bus, but I know who you are now. Yeah, I know who it is. You're from Westbury, right? Up into your house. Yep, I got it. Yeah, I know who you are. You had the Sega Genesis. No, it's somebody I knew many years ago. Um, were we good friends? We were friends in our youth. I've been to his house many times. My mother was friends with his mother. Um, you know, yeah, I know who it is. He had the NES. No, I know. Sarah says I was cool. I was cool. Thank you. Thank you. Sarah, do you think it seems like I have neurological damage? Do you think my brain got fried, or do you think I behave normal? What do you think? Do I behave like I did when I was younger, or do you think I have been rendered a vegetable mind? Sarah says she's actually married and still living on Long Island. He says, why do you think that? Because I've been in solitude a lot. I took a mega regimen of psychiatric medications. I know I was told the medications have not rendered me a vegetable mind, but I feel like I have neurological damage. I don't know, just a theory. Somebody says, you clearly have gone through a series of unfortunate events that have rendered you a pudding head. Somebody says, maybe you're like Ozzy Osbourne, though. While you have neurological damage, you're not like, a complete vegetable. You're like Ozzy Osbourne. You just have fucking like 5 brain cells left. You're like, everybody don't do drugs, That's kind of how I am, It's like, oh, okay, well, it's Ozzy, He fucking turned himself into a fucking vegetable. Yeah, don't do drugs, don't snort cocaine and bite bats' heads off. Don't take a mega regimen of psychiatric medication, kids, if you don't want fucking neurological damage. That's my impression of Ozzy Osbourne. So he says, not bad. That's like probably the only impression I can do. Don't do coke, guys. I don't know if he does coke. I don't know. That was just my impression of him. I just assume he has. Yeah, somebody says, Andrew, you definitely should never do coke. Yeah, I get pretty fucking crazy on caffeine, So I'm thinking about going back to the jean shorts, the Levi's jean shorts. I went on their website, and it's like $50 per pair of jean shorts, like the John Cena jorts. I have like 50 pairs of jean shorts in my mother's part of the house, but I'm like, it's a pain in the ass to get my mom and stepdad to do anything for me. So I'm like, yeah, to save $50, which I don't have, can we get my jean shorts out? I want to bring them back. I'm done with the cargo shorts. I'm going back to the jorts. I don't care anymore. Somebody says, you need to just dress like you're John Cena. Just stop trying to impress ladies and just put back on the fucking jorts. Stop trying to impress women. Stop trying to get ladies. And just the jorts are all you need, Andrew. The jorts are all you need. When you stop dressing to impress ladies, that's when the ladies are going to come. It seems like whenever I got a girlfriend, I was always wearing the jean shorts. So maybe that's the ticket. Maybe that's the ticket. Put back on the jean shorts. It's like a magic slipper. The ladies come. Jorts and black latex collars. Jorts scream confidence. And so he says, please start wearing oversized jerseys too. The ladies will come for me, like, if I start dressing like that. I know I had some women that were telling me, no, take off the jorts, put on cargo shorts, put on, khaki pants, like khaki shorts. I'm like, no, I mean, I did for a while, but I think it's time to put back on the jorts. Put on some Axe body spray. Actually, skinny jeans. One sec, guys. One sec. I'm gonna use some Axe. I'm gonna put on the jorts. I'm gonna really get badass. You like it? I'm bringing the '90s back. I'm gonna be like Fred Durst. I'm gonna be like a real douche who just does all the things that make you want to punch me in the face. I'm gonna wear jorts. I'm gonna use Axe. I'm gonna say, yo, partner, keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is. I'm gonna attack you with a chainsaw, motherfuckers. I did it all for the nookie. I mean, Unironically, I used to like, yeah, I don't know what I'm going for here. Keep on rolling, baby. Somebody says, you need cargo pockets for your Surge Cola. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Somebody says, careful with the chainsaw. No, it's from the song Breakstar. He says, you don't want a psychiatric evaluation and wind up in the hospital. No, Fred Durst says he's going to attack people with a chainsaw in the song Break Stuff. I'm not going to actually do that. If you actually attack somebody with a chainsaw, you'd be going to jail for attempted murder at the very least. It's hyperbole. It's a song, Break Stuff. Yeah, don't attack somebody with a chainsaw, obviously. And don't punch somebody in their fucking face. That's a recipe for going to jail for assault. You know, you don't want to prove you're a danger to yourself or others. Yeah, no, you get locked in the hospital. If you went on a psychiatric evaluation, you say, I'm going to break your fucking face tonight, and I'm going to attack you with a chainsaw. What? A motherfucking chainsaw. You know, they'll institutionalize you. You'll fail your evaluation. They'll say, yes, this guy needs to be locked away for a while. No, you don't want to. Basically, when you're in the loony bin, you want to behave. You want to say all the right things. You want to make all the right decisions. You don't want to be locked in that place for a week or two. Just say all the right things. Say, oh, I'm going to take my medication. I'm going to do all the right things. Just say anything. Do everything. Be on your best behavior. Do everything correct to get out of there as soon as possible. That's my advice for you. Don't sneak in phones. Just do everything correct. Take your meds. Say all the right things. And try to get out of there as quickly as possible. You don't want to be in the loony bin. And then when you get out, just break all your promises. Just go back to normal. You promise them everything. You say, oh, I'm going to be the greatest citizen ever. I'm going to really reform my life. I'm going to treat everyone with kindness. I'm going to take my medications. Then when you get out, you stop all your medications. You start being a dick again, and you start doing everything that got you locked in there. That's a joke, obviously, but I'm going to take all the Lamictal that I need, and then when you get out, you're like, fuck that, I'm not taking Lamictal. I've never snuck a phone into the psyche. I've never snuck anything into. I was like Be Good Johnny. I obeyed all the rules when I was in there. I did all the right things to get out as quickly as I could. And then when I got out, I went back to being Andrew. Somebody says, your laundry's done. Yes, it certainly is, Sarah. It certainly is. So, guys, I think I'm gonna get going here because I want to make my bed here. I washed my bed sheets. I think I'm gonna get going here. Peace out. TV says do an hour. All right. Yeah, I'll put the bed sheets on the bed. Hold on one sec. I gotta put the one sec, guys. I know some people, they say enough of the entrances. Should I still do entrances, or have people had enough of the entrances? Okay. Does anybody want the entrances? Okay. Getting Melinda out. Putting the wash in the dryer. Coming to the live stream at this time, standing 6'6" tall, weighing 273 pounds. Sal Waters, wee wee wah, wee wah, wee wee wah, wee wah. You are going down. Ah! I did it for you anyway. Somebody asks me, what am I cleaning off the sheets? Well, I got a friend coming over tomorrow, and after a day or two, my sheets smell like body odor from sweat. I sweat a lot when I sleep for whatever reason. I don't know if it's the medication or what the problem is, but I try to clean my bed sheets whenever I have a friend coming over because it reeks of body odor and stinks up my whole apartment. You know what I mean? But if I didn't have a friend coming over, I just wouldn't wash it. I would just be like, fuck it. Let me live in filth. Let me live in this fucking pigsty. Women help you invent the wheel. Not to say that I'm not dating anybody. I'm single and we're just friends. But they motivate you to clean. They motivate you to try to make your apartment at least a little presentable. You don't want to look like a slob. I don't smell bad, but if you sleep, for weeks and your body odor gathers up, it starts to smell. It starts to smell. They say you should wash your bed sheets once a week, and I don't unless a friend's coming over. Sarah says yes, you should wash them once a week. Well, I put on Axe deodorant and Arm & Hammer deodorant. So somebody says, it looks like you have an odor. No, I wash my clothes. I put on deodorant, so I don't think I smell. I smell pretty nice. I smell like Axe body spray. Yeah, I shower every day. I brush my teeth. I floss my teeth. I use mouthwash. Yeah, I don't think I have an odor. I shower every day. I wash my bed. I wash my body. I put on Axe, deodorant. Erie says, there's something about you that seems unclean, but I can't put my finger on it. It's probably my mental illness. It's probably that I behave a little nutty like Ozzy Osbourne. I've done a lot of, I don't know. I'm done enough with the Ozzy Osbourne impression. So says, it's his mind, Erie. That you can put your finger on it. He's a vegetable mind, Erie. That's what seems unclean, is a vegetable mind. He's a pudding head, Erie. You get better soon, TB. I hope you get better soon. You're a good inpatient. I hope you get out of the psychiatric hospital. And when you get out of the hospital, treat yourself to a nice Chinese meal. Treat yourself to some nice tangerine beef. Get a nice yummy meal to not to reward yourself, but to, I guess, reward yourself for the hard say I deserve this. I suffered for a week or two. All right. Anybody want to see my toe? See how my toe's coming along? Anybody want to see my toe? I'll show you my toe. There we go. Does it look like it's getting better? How do you think it looks, guys? Somebody says it looks like it's getting better. So like down here, it looks like the nail is growing back in normally. Yeah, it's trimmed down. That's why it looks gnarly. So it says put the fungal cream on it. Yeah, everybody says this is gonna be sexy. One sec. The anti-fungal polish on my toe. The ladies are loving this. The ladies are just saying, wow, this is the sexiest thing I've ever seen. Ladies love toe fungus. What I think it is every time I run at the gym every morning, and when I do, I really pound. It doesn't fucking matter. It just doesn't matter. Just go to the toe doctor. I don't have to tell my inpatients why I have a black and bruised and damaged toe. It just is. So Erie says, how did you manage to get toe fungus? I go to the gym, I run, and I pound the top of my, when I run on the treadmill, I pound my toes into my shoe. I think that's what's doing it, to be honest with you. All right, guys, I think I'm going to get going here. No, when I walk at the gym, I do it with shoes on. TV says, do an hour. I'm lonely in the hospital, and we got a lot of inpatients. All right, I'll keep going for a little bit. You got any questions? Somebody says, you need to get shower shoes for your gym workouts. We got Neil in the house. How you doing, Neil? Somebody says, Walmart sells flip-flops for $1. Somebody wants to see my artwork from yesterday. Okay, fair enough. I'll share with you my artwork from yesterday. I'll share with you my artwork from, this month. I'll share with you the artwork from this month because some people like that. So this one is called Shut Up. It's obviously, it means shut up, be quiet. The next one is called Depression. No life, incel, pain, sad, in hell, help, love me, depression, man-child. The next one, I feel so self-conscious in public, so I hide at home alone 24/7. The next one, trust you and trust me. I want to trust you, and can you trust me? Yes. It's important to have trust. This one, I'm pouring my life down the drain by refusing to take responsibility and blaming my parents. And you see a cup with water, and it's going down the drain. It's going down the sink. Live life. This one, it feels like I can no longer get along with my mom, dad, and stepdad. It's a powder keg. Every interaction turns into a verbal fight. We're all getting on each other's nerves. I'm a need at 37 years old, an incel, and have hostile dependency. Help me. It's like we're a married couple that can't get along anymore. Everyone is cranky and mean. This is one from yesterday. It says, help, I'm insane. Help, I'm a vegetable mind. Help, I have no social skills. Help, I'm a NEET. Unfortunately, these were light colored, and the scanner didn't pick up these two colors here on the bottom, but it is what it is. This one, I thought this Sunday was Easter, but apparently it's next Sunday. Happy Easter. And you see me as the Easter bunny. It says, no bunny loves me. I spend all holidays alone. And last but not least, what I need to see, it's persecutory delusions. They aren't deceivers and gaslighters. Believe them. My parents, family, and friends have shown me nothing but love and support my entire life. Their intentions have always been good. It's me who's sick with psychosis. They're not monsters. Why don't I trust they're being honest and transparent? Is the problem really me and my mind? And that's my artwork from this month so far. Sarah says, nice, nice. So he said, the peace sign is unironically good art, Andrew. Can you do more like that? Yeah, I can. It was a salt painting. I'll put that one back up. This was one I did yesterday. We mixed watercolors with salt, and we painted on a piece of paper. Yeah, it's really interesting. It came out really cool. It came out really cool. I agree with you guys. I'll do this one again. Yeah, Sarah says she likes this one. Yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool. Yeah, I'll do that again. Maybe Tuesday. Maybe the art class lady will do it. You know, so just try some variations of that because it came out really nice. We mixed watercolor paint with salt and we painted it on paper, and that's how it came out. All right, my impatience, and I've kind of run out of steam here. And do you have any more questions for me, or should I hit the old dusty trail? Sarah says, "No, don't go." All right, I think unfortunately I've run out of things to talk about. I do love you, TB. I do love you, and I hope you get out of the hospital as soon as possible. But peace out. Somebody wants a cover of orange juice before I go. Okay, I could do that for you. Organic orange juice. I enjoy it. It is tasty. It is orangey as well. I enjoy it. It is tasty. It is orangey and
+1516 705.
All right, I gotta go, guys. Peace out.